My name is Pat. I play drums in a band called Anti-Flag.
My name is Number 2. I play bass and sing in the aforementioned Anti-Flag.
My name is Chris, and I play Anti-Flag. I play guitar.
My name is Justin Singh, and I sing and play guitar in Anti-Flag.
I know that it's
got
hip.
a good website.
Yeah, it's got a good website. It's hip. Seems to be some hipness to it.
You know what, dude? It's pretty hip.
It is pretty hip.
It's the word on the street. So
I
don't
know,
worry about
man.
I know that.
I know that a lot of the people that work for it are very cool. We've come in many different countries. We've actually come across a lot of people, and I did an interview in Germany with a guy, and we were talking about having your cats and dogs spayed and neutered, and how, and because I recently had just adopted an alley cat, and I've learned a whole lot about the life of an alley cat, which isn't a very good life. So this is interesting though. The PETA 2 is world renowned, and everybody knows it, and I think it's really cool.
One of the things that we try to do is we try to organize tablers for every show. We try to get PETA out to almost every single one of our
Actually,
shows.
we've had PETA out at every single show of this tour.
Yeah. And I think that that's the biggest thing about the Anti-Flag, is that we want people to get another side of the story, not just the McDonald's commercial. The show tonight is the anti-McDonald's commercial, and that's really important to us. And it's basically information is difficult to get in this country, and the more that you have, the better.
Well, it's not difficult to get information. It's difficult to get any information that isn't of the status quo.
Yeah, and mainstream.
My parents actually opened up the first vegetarian restaurant in Pittsburgh way back in like the 1970s. So I just kind of grew up with it. We pretty much grew up vegetarian. But so it just was a way of life for me. I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of kids though come to it through punk rock and through the underground.
Well, and a lot of young kids today, once they realize what meat really is and things like that, then they realize that it's not something they want to be involved in.
Yeah.
when it's a hot dog, it doesn't have the impact on it. But when you explain to a young kid what really is in a hot dog, what it's about. Lots of times kids, at least I was like, I don't want to have anything to do with that. It doesn't make any sense.
And like, I know tons of my friends who just became vegetarian through picking up literature at shows, and that is proof that what you're doing is working.
That's what I really love about doing shows with Anti-Flag, is that there is a community here, and people know that, okay, if we go see Anti-Flag, it's going to be safe for me to speak my mind, and I'm also going to be able to network with people who feel the same way as I do. And it's cool to see people go away, and like we do a show in like Chicago, and there's some kids there that one of them was from Indianapolis, and one of them was maybe from Detroit or something, and they met like through Anti-Flag at a show, and now they're friends, and they're staying connected from different cities, and we see that over and over again. I think that's one of the exciting things, but that's also why I encourage people to speak their mind, take part in protests, and learn what's going on, know the facts, be able to back up your argument, and know that there are other people that probably feel the same way as you if you have enough courage to speak your mind.
I like to think that people who are in punk rock and activism care about people and care about things and care about making things better, and I think that those types of things go together.
And it's very important, because the young people are the people who are going to be running things in the future, and through the energy of the rock music and the punk rock community, the involvement is meant to something that sticks with you through life. Sort of coming into the gates of today's punk rock show will hopefully be the gateway drug to activism and being a vegetarian and all those things, and being a citizen who cares about not only America but the world and all the living creatures of the world.
Here's the big thing for me, is that the people who treat animals poorly also treat people poorly, and those types of things are not separate. So the humane treatment of animals or the humane treatment of people go hand in hand. So that is foremost the important thing for me.
It's that fear of change that, you know, wants to keep this out of the mainstream, and you can't stop it. It's that evolution, and people always find new ways to adapt, and this is one of the many ways that, you know, vegetarianism is growing by the day, and I don't see it slowing anytime soon.
And also placing yourself in the position of another living creature. I mean, when I see a tractor trailer with hundreds of turkeys packed back on back of each other, and it's going down the road at 80 miles an hour, and there's feathers flying everywhere, and I think these turkeys all have their each individual little cage of 1 foot, and I just think to myself, put myself in that position. Would I want to be there? Would I want to be stuck in a trough with, you know, so countless other animals, and just basically hearing them scream as they're being put to death, and realizing maybe I don't know that I'm going to be put to death, but I know there's something horrible going on and it's coming for me. You know, I think putting yourself in that position and being able to identify with another living creature is so important, and I think for me that's the, you know, one of the main things, and I think for most people that are vegetarian, vegan, I think that's probably something that really strikes a chord with them.
It's all about moshing, dude.
Dude, man, liberals love to party, dude.
Like
Animals like to
chickens.
party.
Don't eat chickens, they just want to mosh. Punks, don't be pissed at punks, they just want to mosh.